fury and desire together again. Lovely and lovely. Facets so shiny, replete with the vim of murdered souls. My Malachi did the crafting. Beautiful work. General Adis did the murdering. Equally beautiful work, in its own juicy way. Num-num's time, my little rapture. Have you ever been to the end of the world before, my king? Asked the blackest monkey. No, I have not, realized the Monkey King. There is my reason to go where you go, be where you be, my king, concluded the blackest monkey in a voice as warm and welcoming as death. Do you know who wrote that? Not a cockroach? Victorio Navalius, the people's poet of song. He was my friend, and I betrayed him. Took his love and burned it before his eyes. Now I am betrayed. My heart burned black by the one man I loved. Malachi. He's found a new heart, you see. A beast's heart to cuddle up to keep him warm and safe at the end of the world. Today, I remind Malachi of his betrayal. Today, it is his turn to burn. Malachi's devices, his creations. He loved them all, not me. He betrayed me then, said he loved me, then said he wanted me to die. He betrays me now, lets me suffer, lets me wither. Am I the one and only mistake that you ever made, Malachi? Yes, that's me. Diala, the Gemling Queen. Malachi's misdemeanor. Make him regret his mistake. Not a cockroach. Tear open the beast's black heart. Rip Malachi from his filthy little nightmare. Cut him, crush him, burn him from existence. He deserves no better, and I deserve no worse. No love for me, no love, no love, no love.
I'm inside it. The beast itself.
won't you let me leave? I found you so many yellow rocks. This pick is getting dull, and I'm so tired. Yes? There was more to that video. I awake to the sound of screaming. My eyes and throat sting. Smoke billows into the hut from outside. Something is terribly wrong. I dash outside and am confronted by a wall of heat. Smoke makes it difficult to see, but the village is in flames. It's all right, Exile.
Oh, Jules, you're so cute when you're bewildered. I knew I could rely on you. That's twice now I've experienced a little death with you, duelist. This time it was just the rude awakening I needed. When we shared our moment back in the Lunaris Temple, part of me wishes I'd died at your feet as intended. The little girl within me that shies from darkness. from greatness. It was Malachi who reached out to me, who wrapped me in nightmare, made me his slave. He has shown me greatness beyond imagining, so much that I thought my mind would shatter under its weight. And although my mind remains intact, my dreams were not so fortunate. Malachi is in the Beast's black core right now, harnessing all that the Beast is and will be. He will destroy this world and forge it anew in the divine image of Nightmare. Yet as powerful as Malachi has become, he is neither unreachable nor invulnerable. He sacrificed much to become the Beast's prime servant, both in spirit and in flesh, yet 3 vital organs remain. His heart, lungs, and entrails, keepsakes of humanity lost. They will be our tickets into Malachi's private little show. Venture deeper, deep into Nightmare's abattoir. I'll follow when I'm able. You find me those organs, and I'll get us into the black core. Malachi chose his 3 most loyal servants to guard those precious innards. His godless 3. Inquisitor Malagaro, Chevron of Umbra, and Doedri Darktongue. If the history books are accurate, High Templar Vol burned Malagaro and Doedri at the stake on his way to lay siege to Sarn. He didn't have to worry himself with Chevron. Brutus had already sorted her out. Yet slaves of Nightmare seem to be shackled just as tightly to life as they are to the Beast. I, of course, am living proof of that. Don't worry yourself with that little detail, though. Shackles are made to be unlocked.
That's impressive.
This thing gets more twisted with every step I take.
Before we walk this path together, it's important that you understand one thing about me. I don't regret a single thing that I've done. I set out to raise humanity up from the cloying mud of its fleshly ignorance. My mistake was not in the aspiration, but in the execution. Now I intend to correct that mistake. Really, I'm not helping you, Exile. You're helping me. So, have you found those juicy organs for me yet? Malachi knew exactly what he was doing when he created the Rapture. His primary concern, get inside the beast and take up the reins of true power. And his second objective, incite a cataclysm that would wipe the very thought of resistance from this land. The beast is the source of all thaumaturgy, the one power in this world that transforms what is real into what is imagined. The entire world is now at the mercy of one man's vision. It won't be the future I imagined, and it won't be the future you imagined either. While he remains within the Black Core, the only imagination that matters is Malachi's.
On this day, the eve of this rapture's completion, I honor those who have passed and whose treasure and knowledge have brought us to the brink of salvation. Inquisitor Maligaro, a creative force without equals. Chiron of Umbra, an athlete of transcendent sensibility. Dwedri, Takta, an idol of fervor and dedication. You taught me far more than I ever taught you, my students. My friends, we strove to make a greater world together. And in your memory, I shall make that world a reality. Malachi.
With one motion, I cleave a man in twain. It's all right.
didn't catch a word of what you said, Doedri. That's probably a good thing.
Now you are simply gorgeous.
Flattery will get you nowhere with me, milady.
dissection time.
Take comfort, Meligado. An artist's work is always worth more when he's dead.
You, my champion, have caused me more pain than any other man in my life. Yet do you know from whence my true agony has originated? Not from the violence you have inflicted upon me. I'm a big girl. I can take it. No. It is having to look into those pretty eyes of yours across this chasm of creed that has separated us. Until this moment.
What a pleasure to finally meet you, duelist. You and I will create the most beautiful of nightmares together. Let us bathe you in blood, duelist, so that this world will be bathed in glory.
Now, Exile!
Embrace the future. Embrace the future.
trying to be a bloody hero. An honest death. The only redemption I was ever likely to get. You know, it's a question that's always haunted me. Whose will be the last face I see? I like the answer. Go, my pretty champion. I want that fine ass of yours to be the last thing I see.
Oh, well, far be it from me to deny a lady's final wish. won. The nightmare is ended.
The beast is dead, and Rayclast owes you its life. Is this the grand ending you were hoping for, duelist? Yes, you must be very proud of yourself. The Gemling Queen has given of that black life of hers. For what? To wound and wake the beast that should have been slaughtered in its sleep. Diala's path would lead us into Cataclysm. Follow your own path from now on.
Welcome. Wet and slippery flesh, clinging feet and tongue. No matter the color before, now the earth is green.
There's no arena, no trophy, no accolade, no title.
No end to what Pataras could spout in your honor.
In this case, I think it's all right to do so for a bit, don't you? We're standing in the presence of the greatest duelist that ever lived.
For once, I actually agree with him.
You've done more than attain glory, duelist. You've saved the entire bloody world.
We needed a hero and you rose to the occasion. Thank you.
Diala saw the mistakes of the past with her own eyes, and now she's given everything to fix them. Right, Vanya?
I don't know, Pataras. I saw people die for each other in San. I saw clarity, resolution in their eyes. In Diala's eyes, I see ghosts.
Those eyes have seen horrors that we can't even imagine.
Maybe. But this sacrifice of hers, I think it was more like a deal and Diala didn't quite get what she bargained for. Piety. She still lives.
Then she needs to die again.
Permanently this time. I honestly don't know who I'm more scared of. The beast or that black-hearted witch.
It's the combination that scares me. And it should scare you too, Exile. You killed the Sword King?
Duresso wasn't actually alive, Pataras.
Duresso must have thought he was alive.
True. Thinking and being. A bit of a blurred line here in Rayclast.
Exactly.
Welcome.
You are a confusing creature, duelist. Your heart beats for no one but yourself. Yet, you have committed the greatest and most selfless of acts. Was it an act of the heart, or merely an act? Regardless, you may now stride heroically into the sunset. Back to your grand arena. Yes, in Oriath. Upon the mountain high, a gateway has opened. One that shall lead you back home. Hurry. For as the death throes of the beast soften and still, I see the gate beginning to close. Ever pursue your glory, duelist, lest you be forgotten. When a boil is fat with infection, it glistens with the luster of false youth. Lance that boil, and it weeps its corruption away and shrivels to nothing. Whether by purpose or desire, you are the physician who has revealed Diala's truest nature. Duresso was always a good man at heart, chained to an eternity of love and triumph. You set him free. Upon death, our bodies return to the ground. Those that are marked with darkness nourish the corruption. Those that were mighty in life are stolen away. They are carved and crafted, manipulated with malevolent creativity into becoming Malachi's servants, forged into ghasts of pure nightmare. If Deshret were able, she'd thank you for dispatching her tormentors, Malachi's wicked little trio. You have to content yourself with my thanks instead. Deshret has been avenged, as is the way of the Madaketh. Tidiness helps one sleep at night, don't you think?
What is that in your eyes? That glistening, that softness? Is that pity? Take those pitying eyes away before I pluck them from your face. I've met just one other man like you upon this long and twisted thread that is my life. Chittis. A man who understood what it took to give himself absolutely to glory. Yet you and he are different in one tiny little way. Chittis died gloriously. You did not. And now it is my Malachi who is dead. I knew it, felt it, understood it the moment you struck the final blow. I was the Gemling Queen, and now my king is dead. We dreamed only the greatest dreams, Malachi and I. A truly eternal empire, eternal life, eternal love, a future no longer afraid of the past. Eternal lies, eternal loss. Those are our true gifts to Rayclast. This land could not have asked for a worse king and queen. Rayclast leaves the past behind it now. Malachi's past. My past. It thanks you, not a cockroach. It loves you. I wish that I could do the same. Take this. I've given everything else to him. My youth and beauty, my body and mind, my heart, and at last, the only thing he ever gave to me in return, my gemling power. This is all I have left. I entrust it to you, not a cockroach. Malachi taught me not to trust anyone. It is time to forget everything that Malachi taught me. The little cockroach witch. Malachi chose her. Chose her over me. Use her then. Use her as Malachi uses her. Burn betrayal with betrayal. It's all they deserve. Still, I live.
I was right to have faith in you, Cursebreaker.
You have succeeded where we have failed. You have slain a creature that was thought to live forever in the minds of those who came before you. Vol, Daresso, Kaum, Deshret, the greatest champions Rayclast has seen in the last 300 years. You stood where they fell. Now you are the champion of champions, and Rayclast should bow at your feet in gratitude. You certainly have my gratitude, and that of my Akara. We have been exiled from our land by fear and misguided duty. Now we may return, to ride where we will, live how we wish. Cursebreaker, giver of freedom, we thank you. Diala's hopes may be crushed, but ours still thrive in you, Cursebreaker. From what Tasuni tells me, the Beast Synods are now yours to penetrate. Diala has served her purpose. Now comes the time for you to serve yours. Find this Malachi that Diala mutters about so incessantly. If my understanding is true, then he is the mind of the beast. Kill him, and the body of Nightmare will die with him. Our hopes are with you.
I am a cockroach.
Look me in the eye.
What is it, Exile?
Yes?
Yes?
Greetings.